We are going to learn a poem, The Old Brown Hearse by W.F. Holmes. The poem Old Brown Hearse tells the story of an old brown hearse. He had seen better days when he was very young, and now he has grown old. So what does he doing? The old brown hearse looks over the fence in a very sort of way. What does the old horse doing? He is looking over the fence. What does the fence stand for? It means boundaries. The old brown hearse is standing in front of the boundaries in a very exhausted or a tired way. He seems to be saying to all who pass, "Well, folks, I have had my day." He seems to be saying, and this line says that the horse wanted to say to the people, whoever is passing by that horse, he wanted to say, folk means people. He wanted to say to the people that I have had my days. He used to have his good days when he was very young, and now he is turned to old. Now he can't do anything. He wanted to know the people that he used to have a good time when he was very young. I am simply watching the world go by and nobody seems to be mind. And now he is just watching everyone doing their jobs and unconcerned about the horse existence. And he and everyone, the people, whoever was passing by the horse notices that no one is noticing him and nobody minds that there was a weary horse. As they are dashing past in the motor cars, a horse who is lame and half blind. The horse is noticing that there wasn't dashing past. The dashing past means the very fast way people are going in the motor cars. And horse who is lame and half blind. What was the horse's condition? He was lame. He could not walk properly and he was half blind. The old brown horse has a saggy coat, but once he was young and trim. The old brown has a saggy coat. What does the saggy coat stand for? The saggy coat means untidy, rough, long hair. That the horse has the hair and it was very saggy, it was very long. And once the horse used to be trimmed. Their hair used to be trimmed when he was very young and now no one is noticing horse. And he used to trot through the woods and lanes with the man who was fond of him. Trot means very fast. He used to run very fast through the woods and lanes. Lanes means the narrow way. The horse used to walk very fast. He used to run very fast through the woods and lanes. In a narrow way, he used to walk. He used to ride with a man who was fond of him. His master was fond of him and he used to love his master, and the master also loves him when the horse was very young. Now he has turned old. But his master rides in a motor car and it makes him feel quite sad. But now what the master is doing? The master is riding in a motor car. He left the horse alone in a fence and his master is riding in a motor car. Once the master used to ride in a horse, but now the horse has turned old and now the master is riding in a motor car. That makes horse very sad. And they think of the days that used to be and of all the times they had. And now the horse is reminiscing, the horse is remembering the days that he used to have a good day with his master and it had all passed away. The horse has turned very old that he could not carry his masters and master is not noticing his horse. Sometimes a friendly soul will stop near the fence where the tired old head rests wearily on the topmost bar. And sometimes a friendly people will stop nearby him. He was in the fence and where the tired old head rests wearily on the topmost bar. His head was in the topmost bar, and there when a friendly soul people comes there and a friendly word is said, then the old brown horses give a little sigh and he feels the kindly touch of a hand on his mane or his saggy coat and he does not mind so much. Whenever a friendly soul came nearby him, he used to be very happy, and whenever the person touched his untidy hair, long hair, saggy coat, and that horse was very happy and that made him very happy, and the horse used to take a deep breath, a little sigh, and he feels a kindly touch and he used to feel a kindly touch whenever a person touches his untidy hair. Why that horse was very happy? Because no one has noticed him, even his master did not notice that horse because he was old and he was very untidy, his saggy coat, his hair was very long and no one noticed him. But whoever noticed him, whoever came near him, he used to feel very happy. So if you pass by the field one day, just stop for a word or two with the old brown horse who was once as young and as full of life as you. Now in the last stanza, the poet is talking to the people. He wants to say that whenever we passed by that horse, he just wanted us to be there with the horse, just stand there and for a word or two, spend time with that horse because he was also very young as once. He used to enjoy his rides with his master, but now he can't do because he is old and no one notices him. He will love the toss of your soft young hand, and I know he will seem to say, "Oh, thank you, friend, for the kindly thought for a horse who had had his day." When we will spend our time with that old horse, what does the horse do? He will thank us later. He will be very happy because he needs some time and love from the people. The poet remarks that the horse was once as young and lively as the person. The horse would love the generous touch of the person's young hand and would be grateful for the kind concern shown to a horse who had his day. The Old Brown Horse is a kind of poem which comes up the bitter fact of our society. Because in our society we look to an older person. In our home there is an old person there. When we get old, no one notices us because we don't have energy. And in a society also, the old person are always neglected. As same in the poem, the old brown horse, he was being neglected because he has turned old. When he was very young, that time his masters used to ride on him often. But now he had turned old and he can't run like before when he was young, and his master travels in a motor car which saddens the horse. Whenever you see an old person or animal, please love them, spend time with them so that they will feel happy.